Yo, what is going on? Here we go. That's right. The face cam is here. Alright, let's see. A semi-early stream today, that's right. I mean, I've been home for a while, so just had to spend time, you know, with Mrs. FG. And, let her do her thing. She is now sleepy sleeps, so we are free to go. So, no volume. Apple, you're famous for that no volume crap. Alright, let's see. We have got quite a bit of people excited for this FGFL. It's been a nice break, so I hope everyone enjoyed their Christmas or whatever holiday it is that you guys are celebrating. Or celebrated, put it that way. Hope you guys got everything you asked for as far as gifts are concerned. Aiden was first today. Then we have Radio Snake, Connor, Eagle, Ender, Jesse, Super Ninjas. We got Alpo, Troy, and Christian Keller is here. Am I disgusted that Bama's in the top 4? I don't really care either way, to be honest. Can I make the face cam a box? Alright, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can do that. Just a hello from your favorite Ender. Great. Thanks. Let's see if I can get it to be a full box. Give me a sec. Let's see. I could, actually. We'll go full box. You're not really getting the face in all the glory. Let me see. Can I... I can't really zoom it, so... Brightness. I don't know what that is. Not full screen, we're not doing that. Find a face. Oh, that's a little bit better. Okay. That'll do. Alright. There we go. That'll be a little bit better for you. Alright, let's do that. Alright, you got a wheel for Christmas, nice. Blue screen scary. Don't know if I said this one before. Did you hear about the new Beaver documentary? It's damn good. Wow, thanks. That was very good. I did enjoy the holiday, it was great. Param is frisked. Nice, frisked. Okay. You got a gaming laptop and a crotch watch, nice. Alright, let's get right into the game. I've already taken care of everything everyone has asked me to. I mean, there wasn't too much going on anyway. Walter is not here, so we're just gonna go ahead and play him normal. Whatever unis they decide to play with is fine. Let's just see how they go. Playing Madden and watching FGFL. That's a good combination. You've got a good combination going there. Just realized you have a face cam. Yeah, I streamed a little bit earlier in the day. Started maybe about 6 hours ago. And everybody who showed up had no idea. No idea. Alright, so... Yo, what's up, King Diamond? Anyone see that dope catch Hopkins made? Yeah, it was a pretty dope catch. I'm not gonna be like fucking Skip Bayless and be an idiot about it. It was a dope catch. I mean, there wasn't much greatness to see in that game, so... Might as well watch the dope catch, right? Alright, let's get this thing on sim so that I can eat my McFlurry. Alright, end of game. You know, fat ass has to eat his food. Okay, there we go. McFlurry time. Alright, now you guys actually get to watch me eat on stream and shit. You guys are getting spoiled. I don't know what to do. Look at this guy, Storm Davis, taking off. We know what he does, and he's doing it again. Thought he held the defender, but it was a great catch. Hey, man, that I'll give you. But Skip Bayless just being an absolute clown, saying, oh, well, you know, he dropped the pass and then he caught it, so it's not really a great catch. It's still a fucking great catch. I mean, if he dropped the pass, it should have fell to the ground. That's my opinion. If he really dropped the pass, it should have fell to the ground. It didn't. Ooh, almost picked. Almost picked. That should be a punt. We're going to have a punt here. Will they fake it, though? Nah. M&M's are the only way to go, Eli. M&M's are the only way to go. Ironically, Ben Roethlisberger. Here he is. They don't have Skittles McFlurries. You're weird. You are weird. You always knew I was hiding something. How does this whole thing work? It is an offline franchise that I am controlling. See? And subs either coach the team or they're players on the teams. So you can either put yourself in the next upcoming draft, or you can apply to be a coach of the team, in which you get to make decisions on what happens with the team as far as signing players, drafting players, all that other shit. Hey, RSV's here. Okay. Rapelessberger down the middle. He's got Crowder. Wow. Good throw. Good catch. For those who are new, this is a face reveal. Brian, I used to have face cam all the time in my old apartment. I even had face cam a couple times here. But you see all this junk behind me? Everybody was like, are you homeless? Are you in a basement? Are you in a garage? And I just got tired of the comments, so. Kind of stopped it. Oh, wow. Rawls goes nowhere, and it's 4th and inches. J-Hop, good to see you back. What's up, Keenan? You see I shaved? That was a while ago. There's a little fuzz here. What am I eating? M&M McFlurry. McFlurry. That's right. Yo, Rigo, what's up, man? Oh, you just got Madden. Sweet. It's okay. Just a lot of freaking glitches in the game, that's all. I just hate the glitches. Subs love them, I can't stand them. Melvin Gordon. What a beast. Nice run. Seahawks on a 2-game win streak. Hope it continues. Eh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Giant stream was good earlier. 81 at fullback, but I don't know at tight end. Well, we did increase you, so it should be better. How was my day? It was alright. It was an alright day. Not bad. Oh! Melvin Gordon! Melvin Gordon is ripping it right now. Connor, I looked at the picks. I have to fix some things, but you already have 2 of the 3 that you're supposed to have. I have to get the other one. I think I made a mistake flip-flopping because one of those trades that you made, like 8 people for one thing, or it was like 8 picks for like 2 people. I think I made a mistake in the flip-flop, so I have to get the other one back for you. But the 2 and the 3 you have. So I just had to fix it. Giants was good. For a beginner, what level should I play on? Go with Pro. It's a nice challenge. You'll be alright with it, I think. You deleted all 2019? What? What is the week? We're in week 11. Ryan Brinker, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in many streams, dude. Technically speaking, it's not computer versus computer. Technically speaking... Oh, you deleted all the 2019 picks because it was in the past. Yeah, oh, that makes sense. Good job, RSV. Appreciate your work. No problem, J-Hop, anytime. To answer your question, Ryan Brinker, it's not... Thanks. Appreciate it. It's PS Cam. Got it for Christmas. It's a good addition to the streams. To answer your question, technically speaking, it's not computer versus computer. These are user versus user. So I'm controlling both of these teams in a franchise because the subscribers are coaching these teams. So right now I have Bengals and Steelers under control. However, you can only control one at a time, so right now I have the Steelers selected, and what I have done is simulated to the end of the game on slow mode. Instead of medium or fast, I have it on slow mode. So this is what it looks like on slow mode. It shows you every play like you're watching the game, so that's how we do this series. Your video's acting like a bitch. Well, that sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. Alright, that'll be the first quarter. It's 3-3. It's a decent game. Good game. 2, 5, and 4 teams. We've had a couple decent plays, mostly by Melvin Gordon. Oh, what an ass punt. Wow. That was trash. That was a horrible punt. Hopefully Falcons lose out. What a jerk. Alright. Where's Radio Snake anyway? Good call, Ender. Good call. Good call. You're the man for that. Houston plays KC in a battle of the top 2 AFC teams. You forget I know where you live. Egg 'em. Egg 'em. Okay. Alright, Steelers look like they're primed to pick up another field goal here at least. You ever put butter on Pop-Tarts and put it in the microwave? No. I'm not much of a Pop-Tart eater. Mrs. FG loves them. I'm not really big on Pop-Tarts. More of a cereal kind of guy. As far as breakfast. Wow, Davis just got lit up by Tony Lippett. That might have taken him out of field goal range. Oh, they're going to go for a field goal here. It's a big one, 61 yards. Ooh, doink. Doinkarama. No good. No good. No good. Alright, Bengals take over. Great field position. Watching this game and a replay of the Rams-Titans game, that was a good game. That was a decent game, for sure. Rolls to the 40. All right, it's 3rd and 1 for the Bengals. There goes Rawls right through. Wow. Could have really gashed them there. James Harrison's on the Patriots. Yep. He's looking to pick up a free ring. Looking for that ring. He just might get it. Alright. Done with the McFlurry. That's gone. No more of that. Alright. That's out. I got my little heater. You guys want to see that? My little heater here. It's like a fireplace. Heat my hands. It's fucking cold down here. Definitely need that heat coming through. Alright. Niners Super Bowl 53. Hey, Jimmy G. Looking like the real deal. Really getting some things done over there. Rolls. This time he doesn't find that crease. So Bengals will probably have to settle for a field goal here. Bengals to playoff win in 2024? Interesting. Feels weird being silent. Alright, Bengals do get the field goal. It is 6-3. Dolphins consistent playoff appearances 2030. Remember the touchdown Harrison had against the Cardinals in the Super Bowl? Yes, I do. I remember that Super Bowl really well because I was really rooting for Warner and company, and it did not happen. Browns to Super Bowl win 2030? Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't know if I can agree there. Browns they're pretty snake bit. Every single button they press seems to be the wrong one. Want to make a party so we can dual commentate? You want to dual commentate? You want to commentate the game for me? You know what? I may run contests where you guys can do that. I may do that. For those of you that actually have PS4, that is. You guys could sit in the booth with FG for a day. I have a good commentator's voice. Yeah, but do you have PS4? That's the only problem. Connor just puts the ... after the nice and deep. Alright. 2-minute warning. We're getting through this game quick enough. I'm about as great of a commentator as Joe Buck. Alpo, you're a fantastic one. You could just do a Discord voice and connect it to speakers. That requires a lot of work. I mean, I suppose I could, though. Kind of bored, just want to chat about random shit and what is going on. I got a PS4, but if I commentate, people will complain that I'm too quiet. Get some speakers. Plug it into the phone. I talk. I actually think... See, if I could get my Elgato software working with the PS4, then I could use Discord and your voice would be over what I'm doing. Because I definitely can do that with the Xbox stuff. As far as the Elgato with the Discord and all that. I've done that before. That's how I did my recruiting rampage videos. With Legion and Mr. Got Game and all that other stuff. I did that through Discord and Elgato. But I've been too lazy to figure out what wires have to go where for me to be able to get this to work with my fucking Elgato. People will just say, wow, Ender sounds so young and he's talking all that shit. It's the young people that do, though. Alpo sounds a lot younger than I assumed. That's true. Radio sounds older. My voice is much deeper than Alpo's. Hooray, I'm staying over at my brother's. Good for you. Because radio is older. There you go. There must be a reason for it. Okay. Wow, the 6-3 game. Can Pittsburgh score before the half? All right. Storm taken off. How old do you think I am? I don't know. You sound like you're about 15. Downfield Davis to Melvin Gordon. Wow, Melvin has really been playing well today. He's come up with some big plays for Pittsburgh. Good game. You're 9. If you're the youngest, you gotta be like 9 or 8. Touchdown! Storm Davis throwing it into the end zone. Birthday's tomorrow. I turn 12. Well, happy early birthday, Sankara. You're 12, then you're not the youngest. Kara's 11. Do I stream tomorrow? I would anticipate streaming tomorrow, yes. Guess how old I am. Ender, you're like... Ender, you're like 13. Gamer's 45. Look at that. There we get a mature viewer. Shit, FG. That is close. I'm actually 14. Alright. I can see that. It works. Roethlisberger, you're not getting away from that, dude. Come on. Who do you think you are? Storm Davis? And the clock is going to run out on Cincy here. Brian's older than you? You're 13, Alpo? Get the fuck out of here. Why does Alpo act so much more mature than half of you people? Alright. Actually, I'm 16. Alright. I was going to say 45. Damn. Usually the elder statesman. Nah, Connor. V-dub. V-dub's the elder statesman. But you're close. You're like second place. B-dub's in his 30s. Actually, Pepperjack Jags is 25. So you're right there with him. We know you don't, Kara. Because Alpo's a damn mod. That's why he's so mature. No. That is false. The reason why he is mod is because he is mature. That is what it takes. What's good, FG? Param Crow sent me over here a few months ago, and this is my first stream. Well, welcome, Ryan. Appreciate you showing up today on this day in December, the day after Christmas. I hope you had a nice holiday. Welcome. Glad you found it. Glad you found the stream. Glad you're here. See, Troy's 23. We got some little bit more elder statesmen in here. We got some guys that have a little bit of age on them, at least. Welcome, Ryan. You are... I'll just explain a little bit what we're doing here. This is the FGFL. This is one series that I do. Basically, the subs control the teams and or players that are on the teams. So, oh, a pick! We never see picks. Bryce McCain cutting the pattern off. And he's going to give Pittsburgh an extended lead here. Daniel Jones is playing. Duke should put Alpo in. Touchdown. Wow. Bobby McCain, Bryce McCain. It's one of them. I'm gonna Joe Bucket a little bit. Anyways. They call me Joe Fuck. Never see that in real life. Yeah, so basically the subs control the teams as far as who gets traded and signed and whatever. And we watch the games on Sim. Only teams that are controlled by subs. So if it's a user versus a computer, we cannot watch that game. And we usually pick one game per week. Until we get to the playoffs, we watch every playoff game that is user versus user. So it's pretty cool. Is that the first interception this season? Not even pick 6? I think there was another pick, though. I'm pretty sure there was another pick. Be back in a second. Gonna switch to my laptop. That's cool. Do it. I'm pretty sure it's definitely the first pick 6. But I think we've had another interception before. I can't recall what game it is, though. So I could be completely off base. Alright, let's see. Cincinnati has started driving again, though, so they might be able to get it back a little bit. There we go. Matthews making the play. We've seen a fumble 6, though. Yeah, we definitely did. Didn't Kaiser throw one? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kaiser did. A lot. I don't know. I don't remember. Honestly. Oh, there's a fumble, and it could be a fumble 6. Mosley. CJ Mosley could be to the house. And he is. Another defensive touchdown for the Steelers. Wow. Wow. No review. So the Steelers with 14 points off turnovers in the last, what, 2.5 minutes of this ball game? What the hell are we watching? And Cincinnati was driving. They were driving. So now we're at 24-6. If it's a 21-point lead going into the fourth quarter, we'll probably sim and just get into the next game. All of a sudden, this game isn't close. Okay, Bengals trying to drive again. Trying to get back into it. Mega stream tomorrow? We'll have a pretty good one. We'll have a pretty good one. Can we sim now? Nah. Want to be fair about it. This is the only time that we're watching the Bengals anyway. So, unless they make it to the postseason, which Pittsburgh might just knock them out right here. As far as Madden world is concerned. Bengals are a computer team pretty much. Are you streaming Thursday? Probably not. Thursdays are probably going to end up getting dropped off just because I'm probably going to end up going to my parents on those days because I don't think there's going to be any overtime anymore now. Christmas is kind of done. The overtime thing is kind of out the window. So. I think I'm going to leave Thursday to going to my parents or hanging out with Mrs. FG. Where do I work? I work at Amazon. So, work at an Amazon warehouse. That is a touchdown Bengals, so they're back in the ball game. They're only 11 points out. They finally go and get a touchdown. Oh, you work at UPS? Oh, the competitor. No, I'm just kidding. Who cares? That's cool, though. UPS is some crazy shit, though. Crazy, crazy shit. My dad used to work at the UPS around here, and he was, like, on the leaderboard for, like, all the records, like, leading everything. And then he quit because he was just getting home too late and stuff. And they were like, "Why are you quitting? No!" They had to do it. He had to leave. My mom was pissed. He would never make it in time for dinner. Used to work at UPS before he started working at Penske. See, a lot of people do work at UPS. I almost got a job at UPS, but Amazon pays more. Nah, you send all your packages through us. Yeah, kind of. That's true. That's true. Computer isn't working right now. Uh-oh. You're stuck on the phone. Stuck. Storm Davis. He's going to take off with it. You know what he's going to do. Oh, he tried to spin it. Didn't work, though. 3 runs for 27. Not bad. Sorry, I was busy with Madden Mobile for a while. It's alright, Rigo. I don't blame you. I have an office job there, so it's cool. Maintenance, finance. Not bad. Good stuff. So I'm guessing you're one of the more mature people in the chat as far as age-wise. Connor was feeling a little alone. He usually is. Feeling a little alone. So, there you go, Connor. I think Ryan is a fellow in our age group. Shit. Alright, 1 second to go, third quarter. Now Pittsburgh trying to drive. Not that old, I'm 21. It's old enough. It's old enough. Connor's 24 and he feels alone with all the 13, 14, 15, and 16-year-olds we have in here. Alone on the internet and alone in real life. This is the life. Nah, you good, Connor. You're a good dude. Dad's a truck driver. What is this? Freaking kindergarten cop? Our mom says that our dad is a real sex machine. You and I both, Connor. Param, I already told you what you need to do. Alright? You come over here. I'll take you to Hoboken. You'll get laid in 5 seconds. Flat. 5 fucking seconds. Jesus. Who is your daddy? And what does he do? I'm going to play a little game. It's called Who is your daddy? And what does he do? Is he a fireman? I bet he's real big. Is he a wrestler? No! Who is your daddy? And what does he do? Get to the chopper! Okay. Let's see. As the Steelers are driving again. It's not a dog. It's a ferret. I'll be back. Put the cookie down. That's my favorite one. Oh, these cookies. I gotta get the recipe from Liz. Put that cookie down! No! Storm Davis. Ooh, that's a touchdown. Wow, what a throw. He threaded that one in there. Nice throw to Henderson. Pittsburgh. I think it's safe to say Pittsburgh is kicking their ass. Kicking their ass. I lift things up and put them down. That's not Arnold, though. Not a pivot. I was just trying to get a turbo man doll. Hey, little girl. What year is this in Madden? Shit. What year are we in? 2021? Are we in 2020? 2020 or 2021? We're in one of those. This is season 3, so... let's change the speed to fast. Jump to the end of the game. And... ooh, since he scored, so did Pittsburgh. And since he did again. But it is ultimately a 38-27 win. Mom is a custodian for 2 casinos. Wow. 2 casinos. Storm Davis, a 151.4, 9 of 13 for 209, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Definitely outdueled Roethlisberger, and he ran for 27 yards. Rawls had 115 for 2 scores. Melvin Gordon, 53, 1 score. Excuse me, a little hiccupy there. Crowder, 99 and a touchdown. Jesse James, 56 and a touchdown, and it counted today. Carlos Henderson, 35 and a touchdown. 2 sacks given up on the day between both teams. We did have 1 pancake. There's 4 sacks gotten on the field, and it was Bobby McCain with the interception. Stormy read the rules. My hometown, not Vegas. Oh, okay. Glad we took care of Pittsburgh early. If we beat Baltimore, they take control of the North. We'll see what happens. Pancakes. Pancakes. Alright. Alright, here we go. This is what you guys have been waiting for. The advance. In FTAL? What? In FGFL, do we watch the Colts? Eagle is the coach of the Colts. Eagle Ninjask. He's in the chat there somewhere. He's the coach of the Colts, so yeah, we do watch the Colts on occasion. Alright, so we've simmed. Let's see what happened, guys. Franchise toot-ass league. I don't toot as much as my sister does. Alright, so Falcons win 34-28 over the Giants. 17-14 second half. Cole Petrie had a play. Well, he threw 1 pass. I don't really count that. Phillip Rivers, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Case Keenum, 2 and 1. Devonta Freeman, 136 yards. Our boy Rashard Dial, 62, 2 scores. Check out the receiving end. Samuel with 100 yards. Diggs, 61 and a touchdown. Dial, 54 and a touchdown. Dial, 3 total TDs. Wow. 52 and a touch for Curse. Troy Gordon getting on the board. Where's Troy at? Yo, Troy, where you at in the chat? Hype that TD up, man. Congrats on the touchdown. Troy Gordon with a score. Alright. We got 3 sacks given up by the Giants. 1.5 there, 1 there, 1 there, and then a half for Geno Atkins. Pick by Desmond King. Falcons win the ball game. Packers 35-16 over the Cowgirls. Jared Goff, 4 touchdowns and a pick. Wow, look at Carr. 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. Playing like the real-life Carr at times right now. D.D. Westbrook, 101 and a touch. Ladarius Green, 59 and a touch. Jesse, 76 and a touch. Touchdown for Eli Rogers. Ty Montgomery. Cowboys are poop. They're total shit. Dolphins win the game 31-28. Look at that fourth quarter. A 24-14 fourth quarter. Wow. That would have been a fourth quarter to watch. Holy shit. Brett Ferdinand, 318, 2 touchdowns. Benson Powell, 249 and a touch. Amir Abdullah, 71 and a touchdown. Jamal Charles had 49 and a touchdown. Touchdowns by Tariq Cohen and DeMarco Murray. Let's see, Eric Ebron, 98 and a score. Zay Jones had a score. Score for Marquise Lee. 2 sacks given up by Miami. I didn't say anything about Texas. What are you guys talking about? I ain't say shit about Texas. Alright, Flowers. Okay, so that's nothing. And no interceptions. Was there any fumbles? Was, and a recovery. No defensive touchdowns, though. For some reason, the touchdowns didn't add up. Oh, there you go. A kick return touchdown for Giovanni Bernard. So that's what kind of adds up a little bit. All right, Washington beats the Antlers 28-18. Marcus Mariota does pretty much jack shit, but he has a decent rating. Alex Smith a touchdown, no interceptions. Chris Thompson with a TD. PJ Ship with a TD. Alex Arma with a TD. I don't even know who these people are, but they played well. Not bad for the Redskins. Alejandro Villanueva, the only guy to give up a sack in the game. Sacked by Mack. No picks. The Colts win? I don't know, man. We'll get to it. All right, Jaguars 31-28 over the Saints. They held a 21-7 halftime lead and kind of had to hang on to the game. Henry Draper with a touchdown, no interceptions on a 12-yard throw. Interesting. Henry Draper getting it done there for him. Ethan Arizona, 4 TDs, no interceptions. Wasn't his fault the Saints lose. Mitch Trubisky, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Ryan Breeze, 84 yards. Touchdowns running by Corey Grant and Mitch Trubisky. Receiving-wise, Hooper and Will Fuller with scores. Ryan Breeze with 2 receiving TDs. A day without a Stephen Hooper pick, life is going to end. Stephen Hooper's the boss. Brandon Marshall at tight end. And Alvin Kamara with scores as well. Sacks, 2 and 1. Who got sacks? Nobody that cool. Interception for Kevin Minter. Okay. Vikings beat the Bears 28-14 with 14 fourth quarter points. Jacob Schill, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Vasu in his first game with his new team, 1 touchdown and 1 pick. Looking at the running stats, 45 for McKinney, 33 for Mitchell. And a TD for Martin Marshall. Receiving-wise, Pierman with 102, Aguilar with 102 and a score, Cobb with a score. 2 scores for Brandon Oliver, that's kind of weird. And a score for Jonathan Bradley. 2 sacks given up by Minnesota. Gavin Chesser on the board with a sack. It took a while, but he's on the board with DeMarcus Lawrence. And a pick for Glover Quinn. So there you go. Gavin Chesser with the sack. Hype that one up, Ender. Wow. This is the second best team in the AFC. And they just got ripped by the Houston Texans. Ripped by the Houston Texans. Deshaun Watson throws 7 touchdowns. 7 touchdowns for Deshaun Watson. This man is unstoppable. The GOAT is on the Texans. 1 touchdown and a pick for Matt Barkley. Zeke Elliott with 74. Gillisley scored once. .212 and 3 scores for Joshua Potts. 105 for Corey Davis. 81 and a score for Njoku. 3 scores for Juju. This is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Houston is ridiculous. Alright, sacks by Myles Garrett there. Interceptions by Luke Kuechly and Marcus Peters. Kuechly has been playing like a beast since he joined the Texans. Okay, we saw Pittsburgh kick the shit out of Cincinnati. Seattle gets a win. 27-24. It took 11 fourth-quarter points to do it, but they got it done. Let's take a look and see how they did. Carson Wentz, 1 touchdown, no picks. Brett Newton, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Even-keeled game. Running game helped out a lot with Blunt and Perkins both scoring. Sankey and Kelly both scoring for the Cardinals. Receiving-wise, Christic led the game with 89 receiving yards. No scores, though. Cameron Mitchell did have a score. DJ Lindsey with 66 yards. So not bad there. Sacks, none given up by the Seahawks. There we go. 2 sacks, Armstead and David. No picks. At the Mall will be on soon, hopefully. All right. Okay, and San Francisco killing Tampa Bay, 42-13. But we don't need to look at it. It's computer. Denver losing 31-24. Sorry, Lagos. I don't know where you are, but I'm sorry you got your ass beat again. Deshaun Kaiser, 1 touchdown, no picks. Andrew Luck, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Ajayi with 110 and a score. Another score from Theo Riddick. Mike Williams, 76 and a score. Kendall Wright, 96 and a score. And another score. This Ben Yates guy actually scored on the ground and in the air. But Denver gave up 3 sacks. 2 to Sharif Floyd, 1 to Daniil Hunter, and a pick for TJ Carey. So there you go. Wow, the Panthers really did get fucked up. We'll look at that in a moment. We've got the Lions and the Raiders, and the Lions 13 fourth-quarter points to take a win there. Blaine Gabbert threw a touchdown pass. Ryan Tampon Pill with the 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Matt Ryan, 2 touchdowns and 1 pick. Gurley with 83. DeMarcus Short with a score. 96 for Josh Gordon. 2 scores for Zach Ertz. 1 for Crockett Gilmore. A score for J.J. Nelson and Devontae Parker. 3 sacks given up by the Lions. Let's take a look at them. Boom. Curry, Bowens, and Hirtalulu. I can't say that fucking name. Zach Cunningham with a pick. Okay, let's see. What happened here? Jameis Winston? 4 scores for Kirk Cousins? I think the defense is to blame right here. They couldn't stop Kirk Cousins. The running game was non-existent. That Council guy always be scoring touchdowns. I don't know who the fuck he is. Timms with 2 scores. Cooper with a score. TSJ, 40 yards. No offense, no defense. They kind of sucked all the way around, I'll tell you that. TJ, Sierku, Murphy. That's pretty bad. That was a pretty bad game. Buffalo loses to the Eagles. Tyrod, well, they got Kaepernick playing because of Newton being injured. Queez Rogers. Barely any offense in this game. Look at all the sacks given up by the Bills, though. Remember when Alpo had Rogers and was a fucking wagon? Yeah, not now, right? Not happening at the moment. Yo, Jose, what's going on, my dude? I'm here, but I have to leave again. Family wants to play more cards. See you guys in a few. Alright. Did you ever change the quarterback depth chart for me? Let me see something. Because it might have been given to me a really long time ago. I did everything that I could see, but I may not have changed that. Nope, I definitely did not do that. Okay, so we'll do that now. Tennessee beats the Colts, unfortunately for the Colts. Kevin Hogan winning the game for Tennessee. What? Tevin Coleman. The running game actually really got it done, though. Edelman scored. Philly Brown scored. Sharp scored. McKinnon scored. A lot of people scored for Tennessee in the run game. Sorry, Eagle. Wasn't a good game for y'all. You did get one pick by Tyvon Branch, but Perry Hawker with a pick. And let me see. I just drafted a 78 quick tight end in the 7th round. There you go. And we'll take a quick look at the Jets as the Jets fall to the Browns. Dak was back, but he sucked. Kenny Dixon, 2 TDs. Fournette, 80 yards. 132 and a score for Mike Evans. Frazier Oliver, only 41. He's not having the best year after getting hurt last year. Rookie left tackle gave up 2 sacks to K'Wan Short. Lenny Floyd got in there once. Anthony Brown got a pick. Not a lot, though. Not a lot going on. Alright, so let's take a quick look at the standings. And I mean quick. Alright, so Steelers are on top of the North now, in control at 6-4. Got 2 5-5 teams and then a 4-6 team. So the Steelers in the lead there. AFC South, the Texans firm control at 8-2. Jaguars 5-5, Titans 5-5, Colts dropped to 4-6. They've lost 2 straight. Okay, AFC East, Dolphins in firm control here, 7-2-1. 5-5 Jets, 4-5-1 Bills, and a 4-6 Antlers team. The Chiefs in firm control of the West at 6-4, even with that horrid loss to the Texans there. Broncos at 4-6 with their loss, 2-8 for both the Chargers and Raiders. They're the 2 worst teams in the FGFL. Okay, NFC North is between the Packers and the Lions. That's going to be a big-time fight right there. Lions have won 4 straight. Vikings have won 2 straight. They're at 5-5. Bears at 4-6. In the South, the Falcons listed as the best team in FGFL at 8-2. Panthers sit at 6-4, having lost 2 straight. Saints at 3-7, and the Bucks lost 4 straight. They are 2-8. And the 3rd to worst team in the league. Redskins, 4th best team in the league at 7-3. They were the team that took on and lost to the Texans in last year's Super Bowl. Eagles at 6-4. Giants and Cowboys both sitting at 4-6. Giants have lost 3 straight. Okay, and the NFC West, you have quite a jumble here. 6-4 for the Cardinals. They've lost 2 straight. The Niners are 6-4. The Rams are 5-5, and the Seahawks are 5-5. They have won 3 in a row. So it is anyone's division out there in the West. So let's take a really quick look at what the playoff picture would look like. The Texans would be the 1 seed. The Dolphins would be the 2 seed. Steelers as the 3 seed, and the Chiefs as the 4 seed. The Ravens and the Jets would be your wild cards right now. Okay, so that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4 user teams in the AFC for the playoffs. Then we have the Falcons, the Redskins as the 2 seed, the Cardinals as the 3 seed, and we have the Packers as the 4 seed. The Panthers and the Niners would be your wild card teams right now, which would give us 1, 2, 3, 4 user teams. So there would only be a total of 4 computer teams out of 12 in the playoffs, which is not bad. Not bad. Now, let me just do this real quick for Alpo because I did not check this for him, and I did not do this. It got lost in the shuffle of all the scouting that I had to do. So I've got to change that for him. There we go. You get to see Star Wars again tomorrow? Nice. That's going to be sweet. That's going to be sweet. Alright, now let me check real quick. Because the Week 12 game is to be Buccaneers-Jaguars, but Buccaneers is not a user team any longer. We did not vote for the new game, so we're going to have to do it now. There's only 10 people in chat. So, those 10 are going to get to vote right now. So let's see what we're going to do here. Yeah, Tyler has stepped down as a coach, so he will be being a player. He can no longer handle it. So, we're going to have to vote for this. Yeah, Falcons have been watched twice, so we won't do that. You got Packers, Redskins. That's a good one. Colts, Texans is a possibility. You don't really want to do that. Here's the Lions. Alright, let me see. Yeah, Colts Texans went really well last time. But this would be the second watch Texans game, so it is legal. Lions we cannot watch. We have watched them twice. So we cannot watch Lions Bears, unfortunately. So it would either be Colts Texans or Packers Skins. Colts Texans or Packers Skins is all you would have to do. Gonna play some Lego Dimensions? Alright, Super Ninjas, take care, man. Colts Texans or Packers Redskins? Put it in chat. Whatever I see being voted the most, we'll kind of go with. Unless you guys want to skip the whole week. I'll allow it if that's what you want to do. But if we skip the whole week, let me see. Packers Skins, everybody's going Packers Skins here. If we were to skip the whole week, you got Redskins, Vikings, Bengals, Colts, Lions, Panthers. I don't know. Why would we watch Dolphins, Giants? That's what you really want to watch? Come on now. The Giants are bottom feeder in their division. It's an AFC, NFC game. You really want to waste a second possible Dolphins game on that? Sim 2 weeks. You're always going to pick Colts, J-Hop. I know how you working right now. Sim until 15. Why, are there no games you want to watch here either? Remember, there's no lineup changes if I'm simming. You remember that, right? There won't be any lineup changes. If I sim to 15... I vote sim as long as we can. No lineup changes, just sims. You guys want to be really messed up and sim to week 17? There's only 13 of you here. If you guys want to be really messed up and sim to week 17 and check out games that could be possible playoff implicators, then we can do that. Is that what you want to do? I want to watch week 15 though. No, not 17. No, 15. What about 15? Is this what you want? Is this what you want? Week 14. What's in week 14? Dolphins, Browns? Why would we do that? Let me know what you guys want. Come on. I'm mostly listening to the guys that are really involved in this. So I'm checking what you guys are doing. Sim this week and check everything, then go to week 15. So you want to sim 12 and then go to 15. I vote sim to 16. 15. What game in 15? Everybody wants to see this damn Panthers-Seahawks game. That's what everybody wants to do. Don't have a say. I don't want to rush through everything. I get it, but this is what happened last year, is we got to this point and everybody just wanted to get right through it, and we pretty much just simmed to the playoffs and watched all the playoff games. I'm not going to do that this time. What if we watch Panthers Seahawks, then sim to 17? Alright, how about, you know what? We'll definitely sim this week, because a lot of people are wanting to do that. So, we'll go through this one. Alright, so we went through that one. Let's check out the scores. That's what we'll check. Alright. Falcons beat the Saints 33-31. Phillip Rivers, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Ethan Arizona has now thrown 6 touchdowns, no interceptions the last couple games. Devonta Freeman, 55. Ryan Brees, 44 and a score. McCoy gets a score. Don't sim multiple leagues before checking all the scores and injuries. Emmanuel Sanders, 129. Julio Jones, 122. 2 touchdowns. Brandon Cook scores. And John Ross scores. Troy Gordon, you had 25 yards. No scores in that game, though. 1 sack given up by the Falcons. 2 sacks gotten by the Saints, though. No interceptions. Okay. Wow. Actually, wasn't a horrid game, but the Texans do win it. They were actually down 23-13 at the half. But a 20-point fourth quarter. We're down 10 going into the fourth. A 20-point fourth quarter gets the Texans on top. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions for Deshaun Watson. 2 touchdowns and a pick for Jacoby Brissett. Jordan Howard, 77 yards, 43 and a touchdown for Niall Davis. Joshua Potts, 135 yards, 2 scores. He's really raking them in right now. 75 for Washington, 73 for Smith-Schuster. Edelman scores. Nedney. Graham Nedney scores. Colts put up a little fight, but ultimately we're not good enough. 2 sacks given up by each team. And there's a pick for Marcus Peters. Okay, 27-3 win for the Bucks over the Jags. The Bucks get a dub. Mike Glennon, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Trubisky was just horrid. As usual, Patrick Schmitz, 80 yards and 2 TDs. And then a TD for Kenny Galladay also. 4 sacks given up by the Bucks. They still win the game. Keel with 3 sacks. Douglas Ward with 2 of them. Trubisky's a disease. It sounds like a disease. And he plays like a disease, I'll tell you that. Alright, the Ravens beat the Steelers. Not good for Storm Davis. He did have 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Matthew Stafford, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Tariq Cohen, 105 and a score. Jeremy McNichols had 2 scores for the Steelers. Allen Robinson, 129. A score for Chris Godwin, John Brown, and C.J. Fedorowicz. A score for Anthony Costanzo, the fullback. 2 sacks given up by the Steelers. Yeah, we'll check awards after we stop simming. Don't worry about it. I am undefeated this year without Trubisky. Alright, so we've got a sacks right there. A.J. Bouye with a pick. Fuck, I gotta go for a bit. Alright, Alpha. Okay. Dolphins win the game 17-14 over the Chiefs. Tough defensive battle. Matt Barkley, 1 touchdown, no picks. Brett Ferdinand did not play that well. 1 touchdown, 1 interceptions, only 50% on the day. Jamal Charles, 98 yards and a score. That makes me scared as to what happened to Abdullah. Didn't really have a lot of big numbers there for Abdullah. You had a bad nightmare? Well, come downstairs. Marvin Jones scored. Sterling Shepard scored in the game as well. Not a lot else there. Not a lot on the sack front. 1 interception for Brandon Marshall. Help yo wifey. Yo wifey. Yo. Yo, yo. I will help her when she comes down here. Alright, Kyle Sloter, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Dustin must be hurt. Roethlisberger, no touchdowns and a pick. Davis Webb threw a touchdown. I divorced you. Preposterous. Okay. Kareem Hunt, 82 yards. Derrick Henry, 31 and a score. Elijah Hood had a score in this one. These stats are kind of trash. Keenan Allen had a score. Derrick Henry had a score. Jared Cook. Sacks there. 2 sacks by Hayward. Picked by Malcolm Butler. Not a lot going on there. Washington does beat the Packers. Did look like the game of the week. 35-28. Marcus Mariota, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Jared Goff, 1-1. Thompson, 83 and a score. Ty Montgomery, 50 and 2 scores. PJ Shipp, 20 and a score. Avery with a yard and a score. Jesse with a score, 90 yards. OJ Howard with a score. PJ Shipp with a score. Me versus Parham looking juicy. What's up, Bob Apple? Well, I lost again. You're going to have to retool, Jose, in the off season. It's not going to happen for you. A Woozy with a pick. Okay. Woke up and reached for you, but all I felt was the cat's ass. The cat's ass. Oh, no. She got a little cat ass. Oh, look at this comeback, guys. Oh, no, it wasn't a comeback. It was an attempt at a comeback. 25 points in the fourth quarter from Denver was not enough. 3 touchdowns and a pick for Matt Ryan. 1 touchdown, no interceptions for Kaiser. But look who had a play. RG3, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Not a lot on the running front. Parker, 110 and a touchdown. Hearns, 102. Des Bryant, 69 and a score. 64 and a score for Richardson. Love scored. Brait had 2 scores. Three sacks for Grady Jarrett, 2 for Curry, and 1 for Bauer. Look at all these picks. Compton, Clinton Dix, Crawley, and Logan Ryan. So, yeah, Oakland wins that one. Seattle, 31-14 over the Rams. 1 touchdown, 2 picks for Brett Newton, so not a great game for him. Kirk Cousins, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. LeGarrette Blount had 3 scores, and that's really what helped them come out on top. 119 for Christic, though. He had a good game. Michael Thomas scored. T.Y. Hilton scored. Some sacks given up by the Rams. Here's some sacks here. Spriggs got a sack. Pierce with a half. 3 interceptions were all Josh Norman. Josh Norman helping out the Seahawks in that game. Minnesota over the Chargers, 38-14. Gotta get to bed for work, see y'all. All right, Troy, take care, man. Andy Dalton had a play. I guess Schilf got hurt a little bit. 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Andy Dalton threw 3 TDs. I don't know who, Hillary Duff's brother had to play a little bit. Some scores right there. J-Hop, it was a fantasy draft, man. Nobody got rid of anybody. It was a fantasy draft. Rashard Matthews, 106 and a score. PJ Ogilvy, 90 and a score. Nelson Aguilar, 79 and a score. And Brandon Oliver had a score, too. A lot of sacks given up out here. 3 for Tank Carradine. Look at that. Pick for Skandrick. Buffalo Bills beat the New York Giants 20-17, getting back at them for that Super Bowl. 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Well, Cam Newton back. That was a problem for the Giants. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks for Keenum. Non-existent on the running game for both teams. Dial really didn't play well either. Receiving, Dial really didn't play well today, and that's part of the reason. I don't really see Dial doing much. He caught 1 pass. Wasn't a good game for Dial. And really, the Giants have been going as Dial goes. So, interceptions, 2 for the Bills. So, Bills with the dub. Tennessee, 10-7 over Carolina. All in the 4th quarter. Every point scored in the 4th quarter. Christic, he had 1 touchdown, 1 pick in his start. But Nathan Peterman had to throw a pass for 2 yards. Kevin Hogan didn't play well for the Titans, but it didn't really matter. This really wasn't about the offense. This was a defensive game. Ingram had 2 sacks. The pick by Earl Thomas went for 21 yards. He didn't score off of it, though. But a 10-7 game. It's very close. Dublin beats the Jets 38-24. Alex Smith 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Dak Prescott 2 and 1. Forte with a score. Fournette with a score. Sorry. Snead with a score. Mike Evans with a score. 2 scores for Chris Conley. 1 sack given up by the Jets. 1 sack gotten for each team, and a pick by Tremaine Johnson. The win for the Dublin Antlers. The Lions will beat the Bears 24-10 in this divisional matchup. Tannehill 1 touchdown, Sharma 1 touchdown, 2 scores for Gurley. That's pretty much the difference. Receiving-wise, the scores were short ones to halfbacks out of the backfield. Sacks. Lions gave up 4 sacks. There's an opportunity here for Chesser. 3 sacks for Gavin Chesser. lighting them up. Bless you. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Joey Bosa had a sack as well. No interceptions, though. But Gavin Chesser, big game. Congrats. Possible player of the week. We might have to look at that. 42-9. Well, this is computer versus computer now, so I don't really need to look at that. But 42-9, Eagles win there. And then this is computer versus computer as well. 24-17, 49ers beating the Cardinals. Okay? I actually do want to really quickly just look at the players of the week. All right, last week, obviously, Deshaun Watson. Jacob Schilf was up there. Look at that. Ethan Arizona was up there. Deshaun Watson again. Deshaun Watson again. Oh, you didn't get any for defense. Sorry, it was Josh Norman and his 3 picks. Damn, I thought you were going to be close. 3 picks beats 3 sacks, I guess. It's like a royal flush. So now we'll go ahead and we'll sim through this week, and we'll look at the scores for this week, and we'll do that. Actually, no. Let's look at the injuries real quick, because that's what you guys are worried about. So let's do that. I'm trying to just sim it, and then we'll end the stream once we get to week 15. Duke Johnson's still out. Bryson Mitchell's going to be out for 4 weeks for the Bears. That's not good. That's not good at all. Dustin's out for 3 weeks. Not good for him. You think Bob left? Andrew Luck's out for 5 weeks for the Chargers. That's a big injury. Colts have these 2 players hurt, Aaron Williams and Zachary Orr. David Johnson, 1 more week and he'll come back. Quadwo's out for 3 weeks, and Amir Abdullah is out for 2 weeks. So RSV, you got some problems on your squad. But nothing that can't be solved. 3 halfbacks hurt for the Falcons. Freeman, Hill, and McCoy all out. The Falcons have no running game. McCaffrey should be back next week. Zach Brown. Le'Veon's out for 2 weeks for the Redskins. Texans have Lane Johnson for 5 weeks and Dalvin Cook for 2 more weeks. Okay, there's your injuries. I'm just curious who is playing running back for the Atlanta Falcons right now. Alfred Morris is playing running back for the Atlanta Falcons. Did you hear Eminem's new album, Revival? I thought it was awful. I heard some of it. Most of it I didn't like, to be honest. Okay. Let's move forth. Alright, let's look at the games. The Jets have beat the Bills 34-14 with a 27-0 second half. Big time play for Dak Prescott, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Cam Newton, 2 and 3. A score for Samaje Perine. Two scores for Evans. Wow, a lot of sacks given up. I can't even begin to look. Look at all the sacks out there. Parham had a sack. Holy shit. Parham had a sack. Perfect and Floyd with picks. Bradham with a pick. Oakland over Jacksonville, 31-23. Matt Ryan, far outplaying Trubisky. He just plays horribly. Love had a great game. Parker and Benjamin had a good game as a tandem. Troy Daniels actually scored something for Jacksonville. Only a few sacks given up on the day. Keel, been doing pretty well for Jacksonville. 2 picks for Hayden, 1 for Simmons. It is a 41-13 drubbing of Dublin for the Eagles going into Ireland and whooping their ass. Packers 42-10 over the Chargers. 3 touchdowns and a pick for Goff. Cody Kessler just threw 4 picks. Just gave the game away. Ty Montgomery, 3 TDs in it. Jesse scored twice. Cody Core scored once. Sacks, 3 given up by Ronnie Jokel. He's no Luke Jokel. Or maybe he is. I don't know. And then 3 for Williams on the picks. 1 for Mike Hilton. Hello, franchise guy. I'm new. You really have to have that kind of name? That's pretty demeaning, man. We'll just call you GGF. What's up, man? Alright, Ethan, Arizona. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Braxton Miller threw a TD pass. Lance would be hyping that shit up. Lance said he was so excited for FGFL, and I don't see him here. Derek Carr didn't play well again. Ryan Breeze, 78 yards. Gallman scored for them. Will Fuller, 136 and 2 scores. 3 scores for Ryan Breeze. This man scores more in the freaking passing game than anything else. Ethan, Arizona might have finally found the system that he can contend in. He may have found the system here. Okay, Washington 37-20. Touchdown for Marcus Mariota, 2 and 1 for Shelf. 85 and a touchdown for Thompson, 52 and a touchdown for Spencer Ware. Cameron Meredith, 131 and a score. Spencer Ware, 73 and a score. So Ware getting it done both in the air and on the ground. Perryman with a pick. Redskins win that game. Okay. Colts will lose 34-24. Davis Webb with a touchdown by Roethlisberger with 2 touchdowns. Jacoby Brissett, 2 touchdowns and a pick. That sour ass. Who cares about dislikes? Touchdowns for Sanu, Matthews, Edelman, Cook, and Crowder. Only 3 sacks given up on the day by offensive lines. 4 sacks attained. And a pick by Melvin. Colts couldn't get that win. 42-28 Dolphins over the Giants. Whoa, whoa, look at that fourth quarter. 25-14 in the fourth quarter. So we go into the fourth quarter, 17-14 Dolphins in the lead, and they just blow them away from there. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions for Brett Ferdinand. 2 and 1 for Keenum. 97 and a touchdown for Charles. 40 and a touchdown for Dial. 113 and a score for Samuel. 82 and 2 for Jones. 63 and a score for Richard. 58 and a score for Diggs. Nobody else scored. Sacks, none given up on the day for either team. 1 attained by Frank Clark and a half by Reed and Rigo. Interception for Ronald Darby. Took it for 20 yards. General stats we'll check at the end of the stream. I don't want to check them in between everything. Alright, 25-14, Niners over the Rams. Houston with a relatively quiet performance, 26-18. Deshaun Watson didn't play well. A touchdown and 2 interceptions. Didn't play as well as he is used to playing. 50 of 40. 40 of 52, though. That's a lot of completions. All right, Zeke Elliott with 69 yards. A touchdown by DeAndre Washington. A touchdown running for Blake Bortles. I don't know what the hell that was. 126 and a score for Corey Davis. FG is my Lord and Savior. I pray to him. All right, cool. That's fantastic, man. You do what you feel is right, man. Whatever you believe in. All right. Let's see. So that's the win there. 42-7 Cardinals over the Steelers. Storm Davis, a touchdown, 2 picks. Carson Wentz blew him out of the water. 2 scores for Robert Kelly. Carson Wentz also running for a score. Cameron Mitchell played really well. Jarvis Landry with 2 touchdowns. Melvin Gordon was pretty much the leader through the air. No sacks given up by any team. You figure on a 42-7 game, there would be sacks, but Slay and Dunbar with picks for the Cardinals. Fantastic, that's right. All right, we got 35-21. The Broncos actually get a win. Holy hell. 3 touchdowns and a pick for Kaiser. Vasu, a touchdown, 3 picks. They have not found the scheme that works well with Vasu yet. 72 and a touchdown for Carroll McKinney. 2 scores for Charkandrick West. Look at Des Bryant's day. 166, 3 TDs. Antonio Brown had 1 TD, was kept relatively quiet other than that. A lot of halves, but Gavin on the board with a half a sack today. And then 2 picks for Raglan, 1 for Ryan, and 1 for Shaq Griffin. Yo, what's up, Jarsh1202 lover? Okay. Seattle over Tampa Bay, 24-17. A touchdown, no interceptions for Cardale Jones. Cardale Jones. The only man to throw a TD pass. LeGarrette Blount, 118 and a touchdown. Paul Perkins, 2 TDs. Michael Thomas, 151. Christic had 40. Schmidt, the guy to catch the only TD pass. There's the 1 sack on the day, no picks. Relatively boring. But Seattle comes out on top. Tennessee beats Atlanta. Tennessee's been on a little bit of a roll. Yeah, that's just an instant ban. Just ban him, RSV. It shouldn't be an accident. He deserved it. He deserved it. Just get rid of him. You can't come in here with racial slurs and expect not to be banned. That's an insta-ban. That's an insta-ban. Alright. Phillip Rivers, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Kevin Hogan, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Look at 3 TDs for Jerick McKinnon, 2 for Alfred Morris, but that wasn't going to be enough for Atlanta. 105 and a touchdown for Jermaine Kearse, 89 and a touchdown for Watkins. And a touchdown for Julio Jones, though he didn't have too many yards. Aaron's been hurt, noob. 2 sacks for the Falcons, and 2 picks for the Falcons, but it meant nothing in the game. They still lose. In a close one. 42-21 Lions over the Panthers. Let's see what happened in this one. Nathan Peterman had to play again. Christic keeps getting hurt during the games. No touchdowns and a pick, but Nathan Peterman, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Tannehill, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Darkwa, 3 TDs on the day. Council, this guy keeps scoring. I don't know how he finds the end zone, but he does. Josh Gordon scored. Tyreek Hill scored. TSJ with 54 yards. A score for Colin Jeter. What a name. And Evan Ingram scores as well. 1 sack given up by the Panthers. Picks for Joe Thomas and Aqib Talib. Yeah, this Council guy, I don't know where he came from. When did I get a face cam for Christmas, bruh? Isn't it a great addition to the fantastic streams? All right, and then we have Kansas City beating Baltimore, which we don't have to go into detail on. 21-17, Kansas City. Why'd he come into the stream and say the N-word? I don't know, man. He wanted to get insta-banned, I guess. All right, so that will move us into Week 15, which is what we want. You're going to change your name to GGF? Good. I would appreciate that, actually. That would make you a much cooler person. I'm not going to lie. All right. Now, this is where we'll just go through everything and then end the stream, because I'm going to hang out with the wife. All right. And it will give maybe Param some time to get us a poppin' thumbnail for next time. All right. Let's see. Cincinnati beats the Jets 13-10. Both 1 touchdown, no interceptions for Dak and Roethlisberger. 87 for Rawls, 49 for Fournette. Yep, it changed. GGF, you good. 104 and a touchdown for Matthews, 46 and a touchdown for Fournette. 3 sacks given up on the day. Though a lot more were gotten. No interceptions, though. Okay, 45-17, Baltimore over Pittsburgh. Wow, Pittsburgh has been reeling a little bit. Stafford, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Powell scored a touchdown. Storm Davis, 1-1. He played really poorly. Tariq Cohen scored. Richard scored. Fullback Will Johnson scored. Excuse me. Back from the dead, bitches. What's up, James? 108 and a score for Godwin. 85 and a score for Robinson. 66 and a score for Lee. A score for Maramosa. And a score for DeMarco Murray. Rams clinched the NFC West. That's true. Your Rams are doing well, man. Okay, 1 sack on the day. And look at all the picks. Mosley, Wagner, McCain, and Robinson. Look at this. Mosley and McCain, the 2 guys that scored in the game that we watched, both coming up with turnovers in that game. Not enough for Pittsburgh, though. San Francisco 42, New Orleans 21. I guess Ethan Arizona, actually, no picks. Did not play poorly. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Russell Wilson, just a little bit better. And Isaiah Crowell with the 3 scores. Bennett Grayson with a score. They couldn't stop the run in this ball game. Ethan Arizona ran for a touchdown also. A touchdown and 149 for Will Fuller. Touchdown for Ryan Breeze. Very good through the air, Ryan Breeze is. A lot of sacks being given up by New Orleans, though. Kerrigan had 2 of them, Solomon Thomas, Alden Smith, and then a combine right there. No picks, though. 42-48, the Lions win it at home. A really high-scoring overtime game. Wow. Starter franchise and all Madden on realistic sliders, and watching the AI play itself can actually be pretty entertaining. That's what we do here in this series. Ryan Tannehill, 359, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jared Goff, 381, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Gurley, 122, 2 scores. Ty Montgomery also had 2 scores. Darkwa threw a score in there. 125, 2 scores for Hopkins. A score for Jesse. A score for Gurley. A score for Treggs. A score for Gilmore. And Montgomery through the air as well. Only 3 sacks given up all day on that with this huge scoring. Bosa had a sack. No interceptions. Why the fuck are Gurley and Goff in the NFC North? This is a fantasy draft, dude. We had a fantasy draft at the beginning of this for everyone. All right, 21-10 for Atlanta to win. Phillip Rivers with a touchdown. Cole Petrie with a touchdown. Vasu, no touchdowns, 2 picks. Definitely going to need to think about the schemes on that one, Rogier, if you're watching this back. 78 and a touchdown for Morris. 69 and a touchdown for McKinney. Touchdown for Julio. Emmanuel Sanders. Hoping for a top 10 pick now. Might get it. 2 sacks given up by the Falcons. DeMarcus Lawrence getting them. Wasn't Chesser this time. Sorry. 2 picks for Swearinger. Me too. I have your first. That's funny. Okay. There we go. This is the Texans we are looking for. 49-17. There he is again. Deshaun Watson with the 7 TD game twice this year. 2 times. This is the 2nd time he has put up 7 touchdowns and a pick. He's done it again. Cam Newton, no touchdowns, 4 interceptions. This should be like 100-3. Stewart scored. Cam Newton scored on the ground. Schuster. There's Potts, 72, 2 scores. Corey Davis with a score. 3 receiving scores for Zeke Elliott. A score for Jalen Strong at tight end. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Can't even begin to describe it. Myles Garrett out there getting sacks again. Ogburn had a half. Look at all the picks. Mark Barron, Lamarcus Joyner, James Bradbury, Luke Kuechly, Jalen Ramsey, Landon Collins, all getting picks. Whew, what a game. Miami loses to Cleveland. That's not a team they should be losing to. Ferdinand, 1 touchdown, no picks. Sloter, 1 touchdown, no picks. Bridgewater actually threw a few passes in there. Bridgewater got in there. All right, let's see. A touchdown for Keenan Allen. A touchdown for Sylvester Richard. 3 sacks given up by the Dolphins. What's up, RMP? Why is he getting hurt in the middle of the games? Because Madden sucks. That's why. Jacksonville losing to Tennessee. Tennessee's been on a roll. Jacksonville scores 21 points in the 4th quarter. They still lose the game. Three touchdowns and a pick for Trubisky. Yeah, that's realistic. Touchdown, no interceptions for Hogan. A touchdown for Grant, 2 for McKinnon. Lockett, 109 and 2 scores. 94 and a touchdown for Sharp. Touchdown for Burton and a touchdown for Grant. Grant played well. 3 sacks given up by Jacksonville. There they are. There's another one. And a pick for Demario Davis. 42-13, the Colts win this game. They beat their old quarterback, Andrew Luck, even though he's hurt. But they beat the team that he's on. 1 touchdown, 2 picks for Kessler. Look at Brissett! Brissett scoring 6 TDs. Who would have thought that would have happened? Any teams open, I would like to partake if possible. Yeah, man, there's teams open. Just keep coming to the streams as we get through. Once we're into the playoffs, like around, after the first week of the playoffs, if you're in enough streams, the guys will vote to add you in. We are looking for guys that are going to keep up with the series and be here. Also, you got to go to Discord. So we are looking for guys that are going to take this seriously and actually, show up, because we do have some inactive teams, so we'll be having more teams open probably in the off season. So once we get a list together, I'll inform everybody on Discord what teams are going to be open, and you can go ahead and pick which team you'd like. Jacoby Brissett actually threw for 6 TDs. Holy hell. Jordan Howard, 113. My time zone is a problem, and I don't have Discord, so maybe not. Well, Discord's just like an app you can get on your phone. I understand your time zone's a little wacky, but Param gets it done, so I think you can too. You can get the Discord app on your phone. You could also go to it on your PC or computer if you have that. And basically, everything you would need to do is done through your phone, through Discord. So you go right on Discord, and it's basically a lot of DMing with me, a lot of stuff like that. I'm a school student, mate. Everyone is. All these people are kids, except for Connor. And maybe like 1 or 2 other guys. A lot of people are kids. And they all go to school. I mean, if it's something you really wanted to be in, you could be in. But if you're just finding excuses to not be in it, then you just don't want to be in it. That's fine. Just say you don't want to be in it. 107, 2 touchdowns for Philly Brown. 78 and a score for Sanu. 2 scores for Julius Thomas. Yeah, but I made it so you don't always have to come to the streams, Aiden. I mean, Lance barely comes to any streams, but he's not going to be losing his team anytime soon because he does everything he needs to do in Discord. Basically, it's about being in Discord, which you can do on your phone all day long if you wanted to. You can become a player, James. You can become a player. That you just have to submit on the website. The name of your player, the college he went to, and his backstory. And you could be a player. So that would work. 2 picks for the Colts in the game. Lance's team also sucks. Alright, so we've gotten through that. Oakland, 42-28 over the Vikings with a 26-point fourth quarter. What is with these huge fourth quarters in this league this year? 2 touchdowns, no picks for Matt Ryan. 2 touchdowns, 1 pick for Schilf. 72 and a score for Love. Love plays well. I like that Love guy. 104 for Richardson. 76 and a touchdown for Ogilvy. 63 and a touchdown for Benjamin. Touchdown for Ware and Pope. A lot of sacks given up. 3 sacks for Bowens, 2 for Carradine. Carradine's been playing well in these games. Francis with a pick. Wow, Seattle gets blown out by the Cardinals, 40-14. That ain't good. A touchdown, no interceptions for Wentz. 2 touchdowns and a pick for Brett Newton. 2 scores for Robert Kelly. A score for Carson Wentz on the ground. Sorry for the hateful comments early that want for UFG. Yeah, no need for that, man. We got it handled. You don't have to send any hate comments out. The mods will pretty much time anyone out that's being a jerk off. Alright, we've got... Yeah, I'll check the early awards. I'm going to check everything. We're going to check everything en route to this Panthers-Seahawks game that everyone wants to watch. Cameron Mitchell with a score. Michael Thomas with 2 scores. DJ Lindsay, 65 yards. Christic, only 37 yards in that game. Only 1 sack given up, and it was by Seattle, but a lot more sacks were had. Picked by Slay. Okay, Dallas beats the Rams 27-26. Denver over the Chiefs 20-15. Take a quick look at that. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions for Kaiser, 1 for Barkley, a touchdown for Doug Martin and Gillisley. Now, we're not talking about you being 12. We're talking about the people that were being 12 that you were yelling at, Thomas. 137 for Delaney Walker. Wow. A score for Brait and a score for Hearns. A lot of sacks given up on the day by both teams. No interceptions. Wow, Carolina loses again, 19-7. Oh, your brother had your phone. Wow. Well. All right, 1 touchdown, no interceptions from Mike Glenn and Nathan Peterman, 1-1. I guess Christic got hurt last game, so he was not able to play. Deonta Foreman, 97 yards on the day. Devontae Adams, 59, and a score. TSJ had 35. 2 sacks given up by the Bucks. And there they are. Watt and Ingram, and a pick by Tedrick Thompson. I should do this in 2K. Well, Radio Snake's doing that, so I'll let him handle that while I'm doing this. Maybe at some point, I don't know. And not anytime soon. I'm not doing basketball until football is completely over, IRL, and probably a month after that. I'm a 100% a football guy, really. Alright, Eagles will beat the Redskins 24-21. Parham's Redskins losing this game. Tyrod Taylor, a touchdown, no interceptions. Uh-oh, Mariota injured, which means that Joshua Dobbs threw 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. Kind of weird. Touchdown for Chris Thompson, 2 for Joe Mixon. $114 in a TD. TD for Wilson. TD for Ship. A lot of sacks given up by the Eagles. Yo, what's up, Randy? 2.5 sacks for J.J. Watt, 2 for Khalil Mack, 1 for Cushing, 1 for Vic Beasley. Oof. Washington getting after the quarterback in this game and still losing. What's up, Pride? And the Giants beat the Dublin Antlers 31-24. How long has Radio Snake been doing 2K? He hasn't actually gotten it started yet, but he's going to start it up soon, probably. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions for Case Keenum. 3 touchdowns, 2 picks for Alex Smith. Running the football, Dial with 2 scores, but McCaffrey is back. McCaffrey is back, and he had 83 yards in the game. Kelsey with 88 and a score. Ryan Grant, 1 catch for 74 yards and a score. 21 likes. Hey, man, we needed it. Picks by Josh Bradley and Buddy Calhoun. Nice. Any advice on the best way to train for hockey? Not really, man. Just practice. Lots and lots of practice. Okay, so that's all done. Now, we are sitting in Week 15, so we will watch that game tomorrow, along with some others. Sorry, FG, please forgive. It's alright, man. You good? You good. Like I said, the mods will time you out if you need to. That's all. I won't leave me phone out. Yeah, don't leave your phone out. FG, gotta go. Alright, man. Go ahead, noob. Alright, so, looking at the standings where we are now. Throwing a ball around with my dad in the basement. Hey, man. That's always fun. All right, here we go. The Ravens are in the lead with the Bengals. This is going to be a tight race right here. The Steelers have lost 3 in a row and kind of fallen out of the race. They were up there. They were way up there. They have really fallen from grace. AFC South, the Texans have won 6 in a row. They sit at 11-2. They are in the playoffs for sure. Titans sitting at 8-5, and they might actually make it. 5-8 for the Jags and the Colts. In the East, 9-3-1 for the Dolphins. They've already clinched their division. The Jets are sitting at 6-7. The Bills at 5-7-1, and the Antlers at 5-8. The Chiefs at 7-6, but they could still be caught by the Broncos. It is possible that they could be caught by the Broncos here, who have won 2 straight. The Raiders have won 3 straight and gotten themselves in a division race here, only 2 games behind. In the NFC North, the Lions are in the lead by a couple games, so they should have that. They've won 7 straight games. The Detroit Lions have come from 2-4 to 9-4. They are playing very well. The Bears have lost a bunch in a row. The Vikings have lost a couple in a row. And the Packers just lost 1 game there to make it an easy lead for the Lions. 2 games up, 3 to play. Okay, Falcons have already clinched their division at 10-3. Panthers have lost 5 straight games. 5 straight games, and they are 6-7 right now. Probably looking at not making the playoffs. 4-9 and 4-9 for the 2 bottom feeders there. Redskins and Eagles are both 9-4. The Eagles have won 4 in a row. The Giants and the Cowboys are sitting at 5-8. In the West, the Niners are at 9-4. The Cardinals are at 8-5. And the Seahawks are at 7-6. So that's going to be tight with 3 games to play. Rams at 5-8. They've got no shot. So let's take a look and see what's happening. Okay. The Texans are the 1 seed. Dolphins would be the 2 seed. Ravens would be sitting 3 seed. Chiefs at 4. Okay, then the Titans and the Bengals would be the wild cards. So the only teams that we wouldn't watch would be, well, we'd actually not watch the Titans or the Ravens or the Chiefs. Wow. So we'd only have 3 user teams in the AFC. Tisk tisk. Okay. In the NFC, the Falcons would be in. The Lions would be the 2 seed. The 3 seed would be the Redskins, and the 4 seed would be the Niners, and then the Eagles and Cardinals would make it. So we would only actually watch 3 teams in the NFC. Wow. Not looking good. Not looking good as far as user controlled. So we might not be watching that many playoff games this year, guys. It might be possible that we don't watch that many. All right, let's take a look at how the stats are going. I know something funny. If you're on a computer, click off the chat and hold L key. All right, let's see. We'll take a look at how the stats are going. Deshaun Watson is leading by over 1,000 yards, ladies and gentlemen. He is leading by over 1,000 yards. Almost exactly 1,060 yards. 1,059 yards he is up by. Deshaun Watson has thrown 47 touchdown passes already. He is up by 16 touchdowns to Ethan, Arizona, who has found a nice home in New Orleans. Phillip Rivers is impressive, though. 27 touchdowns and only 3 picks. That's impressive. He only has 3 picks. Matt Barkley's having a good season. Brett Newton's having a good season. These are all good seasons. 21-7, 17-3. Mariota's having a decent year. These guys, most of the guys are throwing double-digit picks, especially Matt Ryan. I'm not that impressed with his year. But Arizona's having a good year with 31 touchdowns and 16. That's not bad. You missed way too much, Razier. But we are marveling at Deshaun Watson's season right now. It's simply marvelous. And a 71% completion rating. How is it only a 115 quarterback rating? I couldn't tell you. But he's having a tremendous year. Okay, rushing. Jordan Howard's in the lead with 1070. LeGarrette Blount has 1039. They're the only ones over 1,000. Then there's Gurley, Tariq Cohen, Crowell, and a bunch of other guys in there. Dial, 710, 9 TDs. I like Dial's here. Breeze is at 698 and 6 TDs. He's not having a bad one. Bryson Mitchell, 670 and 6. He was hurt, though. So that's going to affect his final numbers a little bit. Vasu's constant failure. All right, receiving. Corey Davis leads the league with 12, 10, and 6 scores. Michael Thomas, 11, 14, and 8 scores. There's Joshua Potts, 11-01, 13 touchdowns. Probably leading the league. There's Bryant, there's Shepard. We'll continue going down. Jesse is at 863 and 10 scores. That's actually a very nice year. Christic, 788 and 4 scores. He's got some time. Cameron Mitchell, Bryson Mitchell's brother who never requested a release, 776 and 8 scores. Let's see who's winning the scores. L key on stream, it sounds funny. I'm not going to try that. Potts is in the lead, 13 scores. There's Jesse, there's PJ. A lot of guys scoring some stuff. Alright, sacks, you don't want to be these guys. They're terrible. You don't really want to be anybody up to here. Everybody else is alright. Okay, tackles. Tackle leader Todd Davis and Michael McGrayhone. Look at that. I'll go to the guys that have 100 tackles. There we go. Sacks, who's leading? 17 for DeMarcus Lawrence, 16.5 for Bosa, 15.5 for Khalil Mack. Trying to see if Gavin Chesser has a bunch of sacks or not. Probably not. Alright, come on. He has to have at least 3.5. What? They're ripping him off. Let me go see the Bears. There he is. He's got 5. Okay. 5 sacks for Gavin Chesser. Not bad. It's a year. It's a year. 7 picks for Luke Kuechly. He leads the FGFL. There's Hooper now at 5. He hasn't had one in a while. He was leading for a while. He's got to get some more. Kickers! Who's the GOAT kicker in the league right now? Dan Bailey. Okay. Christian Horn, 81%. He's missed 3 field goals. He hasn't missed an extra point, though. Punting! Who's a GOAT punter in net average? That's what I really go by. Kern. Anger's up there. Archibald's just not having that year. Archibald, one of the worst. So is Hecker. They're just giving up tons of returns. Tons of returns. 13 punts inside the 20. Anger leading there. Kick returns. 2 for Damian Williams. All of these guys have kick return scores. Punt returns. Fraser Oliver has a punt return score. Along with RJ McPhee. Alright, so we looked at that. Let's go into the weekly awards. We got to look at this last week. Tannehill, Deshaun Watson, of course, Francis, and Pat Pete. Yearly awards. This is what I want to know. Yeah, Bryson Mitchell's been hurt for a little bit. Alright, so we'll look at injuries again after I look at these awards. Deshaun Watson is, of course, leading the MVP voting. Brett Newton, Tyrod Taylor, Ethan Arizona, Jared Goff, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson, Matt Barkley, and Ryan Tannehill. Yeah, I think it's Rigoberto Sanchez, isn't it? And then Coach of the Year, Connor, Tim Tejada, Russell Deerdorf, Jake Pride, Robert Jean-Pierre's in there. So there you go. For the AFC, Offensive Player of the Year, Deshaun Watson. Brett Ferdinand's on there. Storm Davis is on there. That's interesting. Defensive Player of the Year, Reggie Ragland. Davis is up there. Kuechly's up there. Ogburn's even up there. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Brett Ferdinand. A lot of interesting names up there. Start Jimmy G back at quarterback for the sake of it, please. Alright, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Leighton Simpson. Quadwo's on the list. Best quarterback, Deshaun Watson. Best running back, Leonard Fournette. Best wideout, Joshua Potts. Best O-lineman, pick a Texan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Couple Dolphins on there. Couple Raiders on there. Defensive lineman, Vinny Curry. Linebacker, Reggie Ragland. D-back, Tremaine Johnson. I do see him getting picks a lot. Kicker, of course, Dan Bailey. Lutz is on there. Horn is on there, so that's cool. For the NFC, Offensive Player of the Year, Brett Newton. I'd pick Ethan, but whatever. Khalil Mack. Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Brett Newton. Michael McGrahon, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Phillip Rivers, best quarterback. I would agree with that. Best running back, Todd Gurley. Best receiver, Michael Thomas. Best O-lineman, Andrew Norwell is leading. DeMarcus Lawrence, best defensive lineman. Best linebacker, Ryan Kerrigan. Best DB, Trevor Williams. And best kicker is Cairo Santos. I do want to look at this real quick. Deshaun Watson has the most passing yards in a single game in NFL history. Deshaun Watson has 2 7-touchdown games. He actually had 2 this year. So they should actually have... He's done it every single year. He has done it every year. 2017, 2018, and he's had 2 this year. No, I think we're in 2019. Just trying to see if there's any other broken records here. I doubt it. For a season... This is Deshaun Watson last year. 53.95. This is Deshaun Watson year 1. Deshaun Watson's here and here. And he's got a real chance to get here. He's a fucking beast. Passing TDs. Deshaun Watson had 51 last year. He's got 44 right now. He's beat Marino already. He's going to knock this Marino off the list. So, He's got 44 already. Any touchdown he throws is going to end up in here. Ridiculous. Haha! Randy Moss on the antlers. That's hilarious. Well, Deshaun's really he's gonna end up on there for sure. Alright, let's go over the injuries real quick so you guys can send in whatever you guys need to. Alright. For tomorrow's pretty decent size stream. Alright, the Bears, you're out with Bryson Mitchell for 2 more weeks. Regier, just make sure you give the quarterback change as a DM so I don't forget. Wow, Browns, MASH unit. Colts only have 1 guy for 1 week. Nevin Lawson, 0. What the fuck? Oh, he's on IR, so he can't come back. Okay. You know what's funny? It says return, right? Player can return. And it says no. How do you designate somebody to return? That doesn't make any sense. I wish I could. Insert birds from Finding Nemo here. Mine. Okay. Quadwo. Alright. Just 3 running backs for the Falcons. Giants. Just 2 guys that aren't going to come back. Zach Zenner's hurt now. Jaguars with no injuries. Lions just lose Ali Marpet and DeMarcus Short. Miles Christic is hurt for the Panthers. So... wow, Raiders, 2 big players hurt. Rams, a couple big players hurt. Not that anyone controls them. Mariota's out for 4 weeks. Zadarius Smith for 5. So Mariota just taking a break till the playoffs for Washington. Shazier gone for the Seahawks. That's bad. Texans, 3 more weeks for Lane Johnson. 5 weeks for Ryan Switzer now hurt. There you go. So that will be it. We are ready for the next time. When TSJ will go back to Seattle. Possibly winner of this game still in the playoff hunt. Loser probably not. Alright, so that was a very successful stream. Tomorrow we'll go on for a little bit longer than we do today, so tomorrow be ready. Just make sure you guys get all your depth chart changes to me via DM so I can make those depth chart changes before the stream. I've been doing a lot of things before the stream instead of doing them on stream just so we can get right to the games and we can get more games in, we can get sims in, whatever it is we want to do. I would assume we should easily at least make it to the playoffs tomorrow. We can watch 15, Sim 16, and watch a game of 17. Yeah, we might at least make it to the playoffs tomorrow. Maybe even be able to watch a playoff game tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Yep. XP might be able to happen tomorrow. It depends. Otherwise, it will be the start of Sunday's stream will be XP if we can't get to it tomorrow. If we have a stream Sunday. That I'm up in the air about, because it is New Year's Eve, so I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. But I would imagine being able to stream at least some point in the day there. It might be an earlier one, though, so I really don't know what's going to happen. But you guys will keep in touch with me on Discord anyways. We're going to do Giants on Saturday. We're going to do FGFL tomorrow. We're going to have a nice big FGFL tomorrow. Alright, we're going to do Giants Saturday, because while I'm not rushing the Giants series along, I kind of have another idea, and it was kind of brought up to me by Pepperjack Jags, and I kind of want to do it that way. Whereas most of my rebuild series, I turn around and I gut the team, kind of Dustin Parham style, just gutting the team, getting a bunch of draft picks, and putting a bunch of rookies on the team. I kind of want to go through and do a realistic rebuild. Only using the draft picks that we have, not really trading for a ton of draft picks, any draft picks really. Maybe trading up if we see the guy we have to get, something like that, but not trying to stockpile a shitload of picks. Yeah, I said Pepperjack Jags. Oh, I didn't mention you too. You were also involved in that RSV. RSV was also involved in that. So I do want to do something a little bit more realistic, a little bit more gut-wrenching maybe, and possibly play the full games in it. So not doing just offense or just defense, or not doing defense, not skipping out. You know what I mean? And yes, RSV trying to allude to it there. Possibly a Dolphin series. Possibly. We'll see what happens. I think what I'm going to do, there's going to be a fantasy element to it. Okay? The fantasy element is, I think I'm going to do things that we think are going to happen. But you guys are going to help me decide. Okay? So what we're going to do is, when I start that franchise, I'm going to force wins the way they really happened in the NFL this year. So everyone will have the exact records that they have now. Okay? And by the time I start the series, the regular season should be over. Okay? So we should be able to get the exact draft picks up until the playoffs. Maybe by the time we start it, a round or two of the playoffs will be done. Why not just do a cloud franchise and let the game do that for you? I could, but cloud franchise doesn't allow me to take other teams, though. That's the only, it doesn't allow me to do, I can't have more than one team in a cloud franchise at the same time, which limits my maneuverability within the franchise. I couldn't do this on a cloud franchise at all. And I don't like to limit my maneuverability within my own franchises. So, I can just force wins. It's not a big deal. But what I want to do is possibly do things like cut Eli Manning off the Giants if we think that that's actually going to happen this season. It's possible that it could happen. But if it's realistic, why do you need the maneuverability? Like I said, for exactly what I just said, what if I want to go to the Giants and cut Eli Manning, because that's what we think is going to happen? Maybe. Possibly. What if I want to go to the Redskins and make sure Kirk Cousins hits the open market? You know what I mean? Those are probably things we think are going to happen. I want to have that maneuverability within the franchise to be able to make it realistic. Like our version of realistic. Of what we think is going to happen in the NFL. So that way, maybe we put Eli Manning on the Jaguars. I wouldn't take the Jaguars. I mean, maybe I would. Who knows? But it's not going to be that thing where we just trade everybody and clear the cap penalties. That's not going to happen. We're not going to do that. If we trade people, they'll probably be in the last year of their contracts. We're going to take what we're given. We're not going to try and bump every little thing up. You know what I mean? Get a million first rounders. That's probably not going to happen. Alright? So, that's just an idea that I had. I wanted to do something a little bit more realistic. What's going on, Kaz? You're a little bit late, but it's alright, man. It's alright. I forgive you. So, yeah. Next time, tomorrow, we are going to start with this game right away. So, make sure you get all your lineup changes in so I can do them. And then we'll start with this game right away. And then what we're going to do is probably Sim Week 16, like Connor alluded to and wants to do. And I'm sure a lot of people want to do that. And then I am going... we might watch a game or two in Week 17, who knows. And we will at least get to the playoffs. I can't guarantee that we're going to do XP drops, but we might actually do XP drops depending on what the time is and how much time we have. But with that being said, this one's done. I'm going to go hang out with the wife now until it's time for me to actually go to sleep and go to work tomorrow and blah, 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 fucking grown-up shit. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. You guys have been great in your support. Don't forget to drop a like on your way out if you haven't done that already. Thank you guys. I hope you're enjoying the face cam and the Christmas gift that I received. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much.